Alright, and we're back for our next demo. We just got done talking about scientists coming up with the idea of cladding fiber and how that actually helped with signal loss. So what I have here is I have two curved bent rods. Let me put a piece of paper here so you can see them a little bit better. Here we go. I have a plastic rod that's bent, and there's no cladding on, so it's just a plastic rod that's like a bare fiber. And I also have another curved bent rod, another plastic rod, but I put cladding on, mainly just where the bend is. Mainly where the bend is. All that it really is insulation, if you think of insulation off of a wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the first bent rod with no cladding. I'm going to connect that to my little light source here, my little pen light here. Okay, I'll turn it on, and what we should see coming out the end, I see light coming out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower it into my tank of water, and I'm going to look where the bend is. When it gets to the bottom of the tank, let me see if I can hold this so that you guys can see it. There's actually a little bit of light that spills out. There's a little bit of a white dot right by the curve down there. Let me see if I can get my finger near. Right about where my finger is, you'll see some light spill into the bottom of the tank. You can actually see the end of the curve light up. There you go. Look at that. You can see the end of the curve light up. That's the light spilling out of the fiber and into the tank because of that sharp bend. Well, I'm now going to take my cladded fiber, if you will, my curved bent rod that has the cladding on. I'm going to do the same thing. There it is. There's light coming out the end. I'm going to put that down in the tank, and I'm going to look where it's at the bottom of the tank. There's nothing lighting up. There's no light spilling out because the cladding's there to kind of keep it in. Well, this was a phenomenon that was not known or thought of until somebody experimented and said, hey, light stays in your fiber better if you clad it. Well, today we look at that going, no doubt, but that was not known then. And we're talking about 60 years ago. So here is my clad fiber. You notice the light coming out is pretty strong. I'm going to go back to the unclad. I'm going to put it in here, and you'll see the light's a little weaker. It's not quite as bright coming out the end. There's the unclad. We put the clad in again, and you'll see the clad is just a little brighter because the cladding's keeping that light in the fiber better, so you have less signal loss. Again, an unknown phenomenon until they experimented and said, hey, this works better. That's one of the reasons our fibers have insulation on them for protection, but it's also helping with our signal loss, the light loss out of the fiber. So there's your unclad and cladded fiber demo.